I don't have no power in my calf and my seat.
Bam!
There you go.
David, welcome to the office.
Pleasure to be here. Yeah.
How can I help you?
I have no balance. I can't walk for a long time.
What does that mean, you have no balance? You feel it in your ankles, your head, your ears?
My balance, I don't have no power in my calf and my seat.
Power?
They don't work at all.
Meaning there's no power.
I can't walk on my toes.
Can you feel this?
Oh, yeah, I can
you
feel
feel
that.
everything,
Yeah, I
right?
can feel that,
Okay,
yeah.
so there's just a loss of power.
Yeah.
And it's been since when?
10 years now. Yeah. And it got worse last year.
What happened 10 years ago, sir?
I don't know if it's a fall or anything, but I don't think it's a fall, but I just can't walk right. It's keeping me from performing.
Okay,
my
so
job.
10 years ago,
Yeah.
you felt it waking up one day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was suffering from sleep apnea.
Okay.
So I didn't know how to use the machine. This is pre-machine. And I wake up on the floor just slump for years, for like 6 years
Okay.
prior to that. So 10 years ago, I wake up, start waddling. Like I couldn't even walk right.
Okay.
Push off, you know what I mean?
Toe off.
You got toe off, right.
Okay.
So I was like, damn, what the hell is this? So everything's overcompensating. These right here is overworking. Knee down,
No power.
no power at all. Yeah. So, and then my right side is pulling short. My right leg's shorter than my left.
Okay.
And then it's taking a toll on my peroneal tendon
All
on the
right.
side, yeah.
You've been doing some homework.
Oh, I gotta
Okay.
heal myself.
Because no one has ever come in and said my peroneal tendon.
Dude, I have
Hey.
neuropathy. I had to heal myself. I was on IG, looked at the commercial. That's exactly what I got. I went and fixed it. 3
Right.
months, therapy.
Right on.
Did it, that's done, and now I'm here. I've been trying to come here for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but my schedule didn't permit me,
And now you got the time?
I'm here, bro.
All right, dude. So we need to figure this out.
Yes.
We need to figure out how to get this power on. Why do you have a brace on your ankle, for stability?
Yeah, that and, my ankle. Every time I walk, my right foot, it just drops. So I have to pick it up to put it in the shoe.
So you have drop foot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does it do this when you walk?
Yeah. So I have to pick the whole leg
Can you
up.
raise your right leg? Let me see.
Yeah,
Raise that leg.
Yeah.
Raise your left leg. Just do this.
Oh,
And that side. So if you don't have the bandage, it drops?
no, the bandage keeps the pressure tight, so when I walk, it doesn't hurt.
Okay, and what about this foot drop? I'm more concerned about
I mean-
that.
I can't. This is the far. I can't do this.
Bring both feet together. So what he's describing is dorsiflexion, bringing the ankles up and down, right?
Yeah.
Going up and down, up and down. So you have limited motion or
Yeah.
painful motion?
Limited.
Limited motion.
This side, the toes don't even come up at all. Just go like this. 2 years ago, it just dropped, and I
Okay.
put it in my shoe. So it's feel like paralyzed.
Got it. Are you getting any pain?
No.
No pain.
No.
Are you getting numbness? Or
Yeah. They're numb in my feet and they cold.
numb and cold?
Yeah.
Temperature changes?
Yes.
Every day?
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
My right foot tend to walk at an ankle. So when I start
You walk
walking,
on the outside of your foot
Yeah.
on the right foot.
yeah, but I try to correct it every time I step, and it's tweaking my knee right here. So I feel like
Correct.
it needs to be reset.
Well, we're going to talk about that because there's a reason your foot's doing this. It's because of your imbalance in the pelvis. So when the foot is doing this, it's raising up that side to balance it out innately. Don't try to straighten it out. We got to fix what's causing it. Think about it. Otherwise, your knee's out.
Yeah, it's making up for that lost length.
Correct.
Shortness. Wow,
Yes. And that's basic
Crazy.
mechanics, dude. So if you supinate, what is the body doing? It's trying to bring it up.
dude.
If you pronate, it's trying to bring it down.
It's overcompensating.
Correct.
Wow.
So we got to figure out why.
It's crazy.
Okay, what else, sir?
Just pain in my lower back. I mean, it's not that bad, but it'll come and go. Yeah.
Anything in the neck?
No, neck is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we have no power in the legs. We have instability in the ankles.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Or that's a good start?
It's a good start.
Whatever I find along the way, I'm
Yeah.
going to deal with. I will
Okay.
explain it to you.
Okay.
You don't understand what I'm doing or saying? Stop and ask. You uncomfortable with anything? Stop.
Okay.
Okay? And let's start that journey.
Let's do it.
Let's go over here and look at your x-rays.
Okay.
All right, so this is a picture in time. Tells me how you've evolved from birth. 24 bones in the spine, 23 discs in between. I want you to think of this as a 24-story building. This is the foundation of this building. In order to have a stable building, we need a level base and foundation. This is your side profile. And the first thing you need to know is that you got no curve. Okay, you got no curve in the low back. It's just a straight, we call this, you play poker?
No.
That's the poker spot. Okay? And let's do the posture though to see how the body has adapted. And that's the good news, that even though there's no spot, no curve, you've lined yourself up. So your neck has lined up with your low back.
Okay.
But still, we need that curve.
Yeah.
Why? If we don't have that curve, we go through all these, the balance is off and we get degenerative changes. And we were talking a little bit about arthritis earlier. And it is a big misconception. I won't get into the full arthritic talk today. I will point the stuff out. I will be making an updated video about arthritis. If you really want to know, I do have, I mentioned it, we haven't posted that yet. I have a video called Dr. Rahim Chiropractic 101. It's an x-ray class I do. I don't know if you've seen it. There's no cracks in it. So it's the least viewed video on my channel.
Okay.
But it's got the best knowledge in there. So I know it's dingy and it's kind of dull.
Right.
And that's why people aren't watching it. Okay. But it's knowledge and it explains where osteoarthritis comes from. And we have been very successful in stopping and reversing a lot of cases.
Wow.
But you need to understand what it is.
Okay.
So what I would like you to do is watch that video. You can fast forward the analysis part, and I want you to get into what I call the spinal defense mechanisms. Body has 5 defenses to protect the nervous system at all costs against the forces of gravity. That's why we have them. And osteoarthritis or calcium is the final defense to protect your nervous system against the forces of gravity. Okay?
Yep.
So let's look and see. And what we're looking at is, do we have a level base and foundation? And we can see there's actually a little bend here in the sacrum. There's a little bend here, number 1. Left SI joint I can see through. Left hip joint I can see through. What the heck is going on here on that right side? So we have less that I can see through up here as if it's binding. We have a lot of scar tissue in this right hip. Let's go back to this view now. You can see it's very white.
Yeah.
It means you're putting too much weight on that side.
Oh,
You're
wow.
favoring the right side.
Right.
And the question is, are you favoring the right side because you had nerve pressure on the left? That you had an initial injury there? I don't know yet. Okay, we're gonna dig in a little bit more. But I need you to see that. So your mechanics are favoring the right side right now.
Wow.
Okay, and Wolf's Law, Dr. Wolf. The bone will grow according to the demand placed on it. You put more weight on one part of the body, the bone has to do what? Thicken, strengthen up.
Okay.
It's called enuberation is the clinical term. And remember, bone is live tissue. It's not an inanimate object. You have, and this is good information, right? You know, and I know you like to learn.
Yeah.
So how do we make bone and break down bone? It's in homeostatic balance. We have osteo B blasts and osteo C clasts. Osteo mean bone. Blast and class. One makes, one breaks. Those are in homeostatic balance as the body needs it. Bone is always breaking down and remodeling. Always. Blast.
So it's living. It's a living.
It's living tissue.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, most people don't. They think the bone is dead tissue. No, bone is live. Why do you think they're able to get marrow out? Bone marrow. Right? So we have live tissue in there. And when I see enuberation, I know mechanically something is off, but I also know that if I see that, then there's a chance.
Wow.
Okay? Can I continue, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's look at the numbers of your spine. Did he do them? There they are. And now this should make a little more sense. What's happening in your foundation?
Yes, sir.
We have a tilted sacrum. Do you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
And that's the tilt I was kind of showing you. And if we're going to try to fix anything in you right now, we're going to have to start somewhere down in the low over here, okay? AS5, IN5. So we have a rotated pelvis on the left side, and we have a rotated sacrum on the opposite side. Let's put this together and tell you what this all means.
Okay.
We have a measured difference of 5 on the right, so it's short 5 millimeters on the right. Here's the good news. If I can fix this left side, I get it to 1, and then you don't have your short leg. That's if I can get that off in you. You gonna give it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Does that make sense, sir?
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Now let's look at the mechanics. Left side, AS, up, IN, in. So you're favoring to the left.
Uh-huh.
Sacrum on the right goes back. So look, down, in, sacrum, back, disconnect, wiggle, waddle.
And that's the disconnect.
Correct. That's the disconnect. We fix this. This at least balances out. Now, typically, look, 32 to 34, the sacrum ossifies. Have I seen some cases after? Sure. Can I say that? No. Okay, but your power sacrum, PR3, that goes to the foot.
Wow.
And the pelvis is the balance. Those are the two main issues. The question is, where are we going to start? That's what we need to figure out today. Okay? I don't see me doing a right sacrum and a left pelvis on you, especially on the first visit. But we'll decide where we will start today.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Sir?
No, that makes sense because if you look at I can do this, right? That's how I can do this. This, I can't even get up on the toe. So it compensates more to the right, but it's taking a toll on my left knee. Well, shit, rather on the right.
Well, the ASIN can affect it. And how does the ASIN do that? Check it out. Look, this is the spine, this is the pelvis. We got the femur that sits in there, right? The femur head. If this goes up and in, the femur goes up and in, it turns. So it's going to cause external rotation on the inside of the knee. You're going to get pain here.
I feel it right there.
Okay, makes sense?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about, you can see we know we're going to deal with the foundation. 5, 4, 3 tilts. 3 tilts, 2, 1. This is where your arthritic bridges are flowing. They call it flowing exostosis. All of this, look, your body's trying to tilt to the left side, right? Or sorry, to the right side.
Right side, yeah.
So what the body is doing, it's doing what? It's just trying to lay down that calcium to stabilize because you got no curve on that x-ray. And go back to that Dr. Rahim Chiropractic 101. It explains all that. I will review that with you on our next visit. But let's go back here. So all this is arthritic changes. That's the body trying to stabilize your instability. Yes, all of this. All of this. And you said you got some breathing stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, T1, 2, 3, 4. So all of this stuff in here, sir, when we're seeing that, that's usually not the cause of anything. That's telling us that this is all coming from down low, the foundation. Now, your upper cervical is still good. Your capsules are good. If I got to deal with any of that, I'll deal with it. We have a jaw deviation as well. We can deal with that. We'll deal with the nose. We'll deal with all that. But all of that is secondary to getting the power in your feet. Okay? Makes sense so far?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, let's go on the side profile. And on the side profile, let me just switch it this way. So here's where it all started, sir. There's your bent tailbone. That's the malformed sacrum that you have. And here's the thing. I honestly, the last 100 cases I've dealt with, at least 80% I've been starting in this sacrum. And it's something that's missed a lot because people don't believe it's a problem. all disciplines, not just one. So if you can't see it, if you can't find it and see it, how can you accept it?
Right, exactly.
You can't.
Can you fix it? Yeah.
Right? So Gonstead had a saying, it's on his tombstone, Dr. Gonstead. Find it, accept it, fix it, leave it alone. You have to find it to accept it. You have to accept it to fix it.
Right.
Then you got to know when to just leave it alone. And that's the hardest thing in this profession.
Wow.
Because everybody wants that crack. Here's the good news. Your 5 disc is good, dude. It is less than your 4, but it's still good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's still good. Your 4 is great. This is where you start to get a little,
Oh, yeah.
okay, around 3. So all of this is that compensation. And this straight spine, if you're standing or sitting long periods of time, you're putting a lot of pressure on that spine.
Wow.
But that's where the challenge is right there. But this is all compensation. Then look what happens here. Your discs are great. And it gets a little less. But still, they're good. Same thing in your neck. Your discs are great. We have a little bit of calcification there, but they're great. All of this is a function of, you need a curve, dude. And the loss of curve is coming from that ASIN ilium, the left hip. That's where the loss of curve comes from, and I'll explain how. So, when we see flat spine, poker spine, and I'm seeing an ASIN, this is what's happening. This is how the pelvis works, right? When the pelvis goes up, the sacrum comes back. When the pelvis goes back, the sacrum goes forward. Someone who got too much curve with a misaligned pelvis back, causing the sacrum to go forward. In your case, we have an AS up, so it's bringing the sacrum back, causing the straightening of the spine. So to get this curve back, it's the hip.
That's a lot of problems.
But to get that power is the sacrum. That's the long and the short of it. Okay?
Yep.
Shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
And I want to look at the neck and see flexion extension. There may be something in your upper cervical. These discs are good. They're all moving that I can see fine. I don't need to mess with that. Okay, we're good there. Let's go back to, this is a function of the foundation.
Wow.
I would prefer to start somewhere down in here if that's where I find it. And I got to get that oomph in you. All right? I got to get that oomph in you. And I need to see if I can jolt that to free it up, okay? You may have some soreness. I don't know yet. I mean, I'm sure you've been through enough in your life, dude. Okay? I'm sure you have. So my goal with you today is to find where we're going to start in that low back, number 1. Number 2, if there's any upper cervical issues, we deal with that, because if we got blocked messages here, we need to deal with that.
Okay.
And I'll start on the ankles today as well. That's my thought process for today.
Okay.
Make sense?
That sounds good.
Questions?
No question.
Okay, let's see a walk.
Yep.
Go ahead and just, do you need anything?
Nope.
All right, just walk. So we have a baseline, yeah? And now as you're doing that and you're putting pressure on that, can you describe what's happening as you're walking? Senor. I need you, can you walk 3 times back and forth and just describe what you're feeling?
Yeah. My I can definitely feel it in my ankles. They're hurting. Well, especially
Pain.
Pain in my ankle. Yeah, not that bad, but it's there. But definitely the waddling.
Instability.
Yeah, and I gotta constantly lift my right foot up to get it going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one more time, please, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
All right. So you got the whole Samoan community checking me out, you said?
Well, you already know.
Is that right?
I wouldn't be surprised if they start lining up.
Oh, boy. All right. Have a seat, sir.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get started. Starting at the base of the neck. And we're getting C1, right side. Maybe occiput. Oh, we're going to have fun with that. Let's see what we get. I got some at T7, T8. Alrighty. Alright. I may have to also bring my other knee chest table from the house, the one that's not hydraulic. It has a wider base. You'll have more stability on that if I need to, and if I actually can get you on the knee chest table. We're going to make it happen, dude. All right. I'm getting S2, S3. I'm getting around T7, T6, T7, and I'm getting up top in the penthouse. Basement, penthouse, and right around the 12th, 15th floor. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hands on your lap, please. Head down, round your back slowly, best you can. Good. Static palpation, running my fingers down his spine. Mm-hmm. Breathe, please. Good. And right about tender there.
No.
And how about that one there?
No.
Not there, and not there. You also have a high pain threshold, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go based on my kind of more objective findings. As I'm running my fingers here, I can see the swelling right there. It gets softer. It gets softer right there. That's 8. That's 7. That's 6. Which one is more tender, 7 or 6? 5. Oh, sorry, 8, 7, or 6?
7.
7. Okay, let's go to the bottom. And first thing, feet together. Good. Feet open and close your knees, best you can, sir. Awesome. Good. Right side only. Good. Left side only. Good. Right side only. Yeah. Left side only. So the right side is stuck when we move the left. But it feels to me that left, the whole thing is just kind of, excuse my verbiage, it just seems dead. Right here in the SI joint.
Right.
Okay? Now, let me feel the top. This is the top of the joint. This is the middle of the joint. This is the bottom of the joint. More tender at the bottom or the top?
I guess the bottom, yeah.
Okay, hands on your lap. I need to turn you towards me this way. Top of the joint, middle of the joint, bottom of the joint. That's that AS pelvis. So when it goes up, it produces a little more pain at the bottom of the joint. So I'm going to push again one more time. This is the top. This is the bottom. About the same?
The top is more tender.
Top is more tender. Now let's go here to your L5. That's L5, sir. That's L4. L5 more tender. L4 more tender.
4.
5, S1, S2, S3. Four is tender.
Yeah.
But we can't do 4 until we do the sacrum. Okay. I'm just feeling, okay? I'm just feeling. So, right from the mastoids to the atlas, turn left, turn right. Look up at the ceiling, turn left. That's the lower cervical, turn right. Look down, turn left, turn right. Doesn't want to move so much there, sir. Right there. Now, turn left. One finger on the atlas, One finger on the occiput. Other side, please. Checking motion. One finger on the occiput, one on the atlas. It's a little tougher to turn to the right, yeah? Mm-hmm. Turn left. Turn right. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Are you okay here, sir?
Yep.
All right. Can you breathe through the mask?
A little bit.
Tell me what's going on. You're stiff right now.
Yeah, just short of breath.
There we go. There's a piece. Now. Feet together, sir. There you go. I got a good piece there.
Yeah.
Nice. Give it a second. Nice. Good. Now, let me just lock this at the bottom. There we go. Turn your head to the right side. Bring your right hand up. Turn your body with it to the right. Best you can, sir. Bring your right hand here, please. You okay?
Yep.
I gotta go a little firm, okay? There. There. Right hand, left hand down. There you go. Okay, remember how we're gonna get off the table. Feet together. And then as soon as it goes up, step to the step. All right, you okay?
Yeah.
All right. Hold my hand, sir.
I got some tree trunks over
Yeah,
there, man.
it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, good.
Hold my hand.
Yep.
Step back. Whew. Have a seat, please. We got a piece of it.
Yeah, I felt it too.
Ah.
Man, work right
You
there.
made me work on that.
Yeah, shit.
That's all right.
Man.
Move your toes. Okay, stand up and walk, please. And we'll continue. Talk to me.
Feel like it's coming alive. Yes, it's like opened up a little bit.
So what I'm going to do, David, I'm going to have to bring my other knee chest table.
Yeah.
It has a wider base, and we'll be able to get you proper, even deeper on that one. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
Okay.
Keep walking. What's different, if anything, right now?
Feel like the nerves are being released. Like a little bit is coming alive a little bit.
Come back over here, sir. Have a seat.
Yep.
All the way back, please. All the way back. BAM!
There you go.
Holy
Oh, it was
dang.
stubborn, dude.
Yeah, dude. You
Man.
got a little bit more, though.
Yeah.
You gonna give it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ah. That's the home run.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Ah.
yeah, so good.
Don't stand up yet. Take in some nice deep breaths. In through your nose. Good. Want to make sure you're breathing well first, sir. When my first, I think second month in practice, patient was 420.
Damn.
There was no way there, no way there.
Oh,
I had to
dude.
go on the bench.
Everything.
It was nuts, dude.
Damn,
Yeah,
man.
my mentor made me do it. I had no choice.
When you started, you didn't have that bench.
I had the
another
other knee
one.
chest,
I
yeah.
seen it.
That's my Bentley, dude.
Yeah, I know.
I've wanted that for 18 years. man.
Electrical. And then I started seeing the videos progress. I was like, oh yeah, he got the electricals.
I actually have a whole set. I have a chair that matches and this beautiful bench.
Oh, man.
The only problem is I don't have the space here. So when I get my new office,
Oh, when you moving?
Hopefully this year we get into a new space.
Yeah, you need that.
We need a lot more space. I need to bring in doctors. I need to start training.
Oh,
And
how long you been operating out of here?
here in Larchmont, I got here about 8-9 years ago. And before that I was in Culver City. That's where I was raised.
It's a nice city.
Back in the 80s it
Yeah.
wasn't. I didn't want to come out there. Now, you're clear there. Let me check something. You tell me. Number 5, back towards me as far as you can, sir. Good. Number 5, all the way back. Let's do some matrix. S1, S2, S3. You remember what L4 felt like?
Yep.
I didn't touch it yet. That's L4. Is it different?
Yep.
What's different?
Tolerable.
Tolerable.
Yep.
Not gone, but tolerable.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Me, it feels a whole lot better than last time.
Ears. Ears. Shoulders. Let me do the work. Please don't help. Turn the hand. Turn. Nope, ain't happening there. We gotta do that on your back. And we're doing an anterior shoulder. Slide over some more, sir. Keep going. Keep coming. There you go. Lift up your head. There you go. And I need your shoulder over a little more. There it is. And I need you to let this shoulder drop back. There you go, Bubba.
Yep.
Gotcha. Other side, please. Anterior shoulder. This is the alternate move for the anterior shoulder. Drop it down, down. That's a tiny bit. That's right. Hands on your belly button. All right, so for your ankles, we're going to start with the drop board. I'm not going to yank anything today, okay? And let's get some power on there. Raise your left leg first, sir. And down. Got it. Nice. Raise your right leg. Can I take this bandage off?
Yes, sir.
If you don't mind, thank you. Because I need you to walk without it if you can. We're going to try. Nothing's broken, right? Turn, turn. Gotcha. There you go. Now, go like this with your foot. Up and down. Up and down. Is it a little different to lay on your back right now?
What do you mean?
Like we did your sacrum. Is it
Yes.
Is it
More
easier? Is it
comfortable, yeah.
harder?
A little bit easier up.
Alright. Raise your right leg. And down. Breathe in. There you go. Now let's do the buff and polish. Let's start breaking up all this scar tissue. Let's get some power on. Alright. You feel that, right?
Yeah.
Bring your ankle back and down, back and down. Five, four, three, two, one. Five, four, three, two, one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your right knee. Bend your right knee. Bring your knee up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Left knee up and down. Right knee up and down. Toes now. Ankles up. Ankles down. Ankles up. Ankles down. Ankles up. Keep going. Good. Now sit up for me, sir. Now let's get in and break up all that scar tissue in the back, dude. Move your toes around when I'm doing this, please. This is L4. When I didn't start at L4 because it's safer. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I'm going to do your hands next here while you're seated. Squeeze my hand, please. Squeeze. Yeah. Last walk 2 times. Walk 2 times back and forth, and as you're walking, let me know if anything is different, sir.
Open up a little bit.
You're not wearing your brace, remember that.
Yeah, no, I don't feel the pain a little bit.
So without that brace as you're walking, is it same as with the brace?
It feels like I got the brace on right now.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt when I'm walking. Before, I'm like, oh, you hurt. Yeah.
Have a seat. What size shoe are you?
14.
14.
It
All right. Okay. All right.
was work today.
There's work today. That's where we need to start, though, okay?
Yeah.
You have any questions with anything I found or did?
No question.
Okay. Now, your homework is going to be water, walking, ice. I'm going to give you some of the enzymes for inflammation. I'm going to high dose it for you. We've got to get that swelling out. Okay?
When we ice, what do we
You're
ice?
going to ice the areas I adjusted.
Oh,
Number
okay.
one place is going to be the low back and pressure arms, sir. Forget.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you hurting from what I did?
No.
Okay. You'll ice your sacrum. You'll ice your upper cervical. Mid-back as needed. I'm not too concerned about that mid-back. Okay. Sleeping positions on your back. 2 pillows under your knees would be ideal. That will be the best in terms of comfort. Movement. Get yourself a pedal machine or a bicycle. I would say a pedal. We use the Pedlar, Pedlar. It's just one of those little pedalers. And you need movement. So if you can't go for a walk, you're pedaling half an hour a day, forwards and backwards. Okay? You need that movement. If we don't get that movement, we're not going to get the result you want.
Okay.
Okay? Key.
Yeah.
Any questions and anything else?
No, I'm good.
That's where we're going to start.
Welcome
to the office.
Good. Thank you.
Stand up for me, please. Hands on top of mine. Raise your right leg. Keep it up. Use me. Use me to balance. Use me to balance. It's your homework, dude. Awesome. Start out and raise your left leg. Use me to balance. I'll play. You're obviously using a lot more,
Yeah.
but is it pain?
No.
Instability.
No pain.